Hi guys, it's Mandi, and today I wanna practice with you the classical Sun Salutation A. It comes from the Ashtanga Yoga, the dynamical Sun Salutation. It has two more forms than the classical Sun Salutation, which we previously covered, and it introduces the Chaturanga technique, and it's holding the downward facing dog for 5 or more breaths. So it makes the practice much more challenging. I'm gonna go with you step by step again, so take it easy. I'm gonna guide you through it. We're gonna see how we can make it easier and how we can make it more accessible, even though if you don't have the strength and flexibility to do it in the complete form yet. So we're gonna come back to the front of our mats again, finding our first standing pose. So it starts and ends exactly the same like the classical Sun Salutation. So I just want to guide you quickly through it now. We're going to separate the heels slightly again to avoid any external rotation in the legs, strong quadriceps, gently pulling your tailbone here slightly forward, relax your lower back, push the thigh bone slightly forward, rolling the shoulders forward, up, back and down, hands are on the side, elbows straight, middle finger in line with the middle of the leg, you can say. Lift your chin up, lengthen the back of the head. So we're gonna start pretty much in the same way. We inhale and exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart. In this first round I'm gonna go through with you. Don't focus on the breathing, just again focus on the poses. Try to get the poses right. First movement here, we turn the hands out, lift the arms up, keep the shoulders down, look up towards the thumb. Then we bring the hands out, keep looking up, lower ourselves down to place the hands beside of the feet. Feel always free to bend your knees in order to keep your back straight here. In the next position, we look up, lengthen the spine, still can keep your knees bent. And then we want to bend the knees as much as we have to, that we can press our hands firmly into the floor. And then we want to step the right leg back, and we want to step the left leg back here. Finding a plank pose. We're having wrists and shoulders in one line, and we're grounding strongly through the knuckle of the index finger. We don't want to lean to the outside of the wrist. Not in this pose, not in the upward facing dog or in the downward facing dog. In the plank, just remember, you want to roll the thighs a little bit in, press your legs up. You want to lift the space between your shoulders, and you want to have a strong core here. Your belly is very active here. And then we want to turn the inside of the elbows forward and lower down into a chaturanga. So if this is too much for you, too difficult for you, feel free to bring your knees down and lower down from here. Make sure you don't lower down further than that your elbow and shoulders are in one line. You don't want to come too much down. You want to keep your elbows and shoulder in one line. This still is too much. Bring your chest and chin to the floor. If you go for the option to bring your chest and chin to the floor, then for the next pose, come into this locust pose again. However, if you feel like you can move down into a chaturanga, you want to have your elbows in, shoulders, elbows in one line, you can try to roll over your toes, strongly press into the hands, keep rooting through the index finger, again shoulders over the wrists, roll the shoulder blades back and down, look forward and open your chest here. Also, you want to press your feet down, but relax your butt. Don't squeeze your butt muscles, squeeze your glutes, relax your glutes, open the chest and shoulders. In the next pose, we move either with bringing first the knees onto the floor, allowing the toes to come to the mat, lifting the hips up and looking between your legs. Grounding your knuckle of the index finger. Keep that in mind. So if you don't know if it's happening, look forward, check your hands. We want to take 5 breaths here and find your downward facing dog. Bend your knees if you have to in order to keep your back straight. Open your feet a little bit wider to allow a little bit deeper stretching here for you. It makes it a little more easy. If you feel like your legs are too far away from the body, step your legs forward one by one. Ideally, you want to have your hands shoulder width apart, feet hip distance apart, and then you want to start grounding through the index finger, but you want to also roll your shoulders away from the neck. So you don't want to roll your shoulders in, but you want to roll your shoulders out. And if you start rolling your shoulders away from the neck, make still sure you keep your index finger grounded. Don't lean to the outside of your wrist. We're going to do one more breath here. And with each inhalation, we're pressing, lifting up a little bit, and exhaling, relax. In this first round, we just bring our weight forward again, bringing the shoulders over the wrists, and we're going to step forward. Right leg, and then the left leg. Lowering all the way down as much as we comfortably can. Then we want to look up, lengthen the spine again. Feel free to bend the knees, keep the chest open, look forward. And then one time finding a full forward bend. Again, this one can happen with bent legs, doesn't matter. As much as your body allows you. And then you want to look up, turn the hands out, and slowly lift up, look up towards the thumb. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. You always modify as you have to, yeah? According to your body, what works for you, what works for your anatomy, how flexible you are. Keep practicing however it works for you and however you can practice safe and that it feels good for you. If it feels good, mostly it's okay. Yeah? Now I'm going to show you the little bit more floating sequence here. Yeah? If you feel a little bit stable and strong enough to do this, again find your standing pose. Inhale, exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, turn your palms out, lift the hands up. Avoid falling in the lower back arch here too much. And when we exhale, turn the hands out, keep the chest and shoulders open, keep looking up 2/3 of the way, and then only bring your hands down. Allow your head to come down. Inhale, we look up and lengthen the spine. And now when we exhale, we ground through the palms, bend your knees, open the chest here, and with the, like when we jump back, it's the full exhalation here. We want to bring the feet back, and you want to avoid landing in the chaturanga, in the plank here. You want to kind of immediately bend your arms and find this chaturanga pose here. Your feet are hip distance apart, and with the next inhale, we roll over, press into the hands, look up, open the chest and shoulders, long neck here. With the exhale, we roll over the toes again, find a downward facing dog. You might find your legs a little too much away from the body, step slightly forward, and we're going to take 5 breaths. Check your hands, check if you root your index finger, very, very important here. Protect your joints in the wrists. Look between the legs, keep the neck long, and keep the shoulders drawn back into the back. We take 3 more breaths. If you see at my back, I want to avoid also falling in a bridge here. I want to kind of keep my ribs integrated, want to push in here, have a strong core, and I want to lift my hips up as much as I can, shoulders away from the ears. On the last breath, we inhale, come slightly forward, and we exhale, bend the knees. And now if you feel like jumping, inhale, you look forward and can hold the breath in here for a moment, and we try to jump forward. And we want to land with our feet between the hands. We want to have fingers and toes in one line here. This would be on the exhalation, then we lower down. Inhale, we look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, all the way down in a full forward bend. Inhale, look up, turn your palms out, hands up, look up toward the hands. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. That's great. If you can manage this one, 5 rounds of this will create immense heat in the body, will warm you up properly. However, you can even go a little further in this one, and you can try to press away and make the jump. You're going to work on this jump many, many times. You want to make it slow and smooth. Yeah? So with bending the knees, I'm going to do one more round with you where we bend the knees, and then we try the floating option. So just same, stand at the front of the mat, active standing pose here, long neck, press into the feet, extend your body, hands on the side. Inhale, exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, hands out, look up. Exhale, find the full forward bend. Inhale, find the half forward bend. Exhale, press your hands, bend your knees into Chaturanga directly. Inhale, in the upward facing dog, shoulders back, chest open. Exhale, in the downward facing dog. We take 5 breaths. Inhale, lift the hips a little up. Exhaling, roll the shoulders away from the ears. We take 4 more. And 3 more. Grow with each inhalation. Allow the body to create space. Relax in the space which you create in the inhalation with each exhalation. The last inhale we rock slightly forward. On the exhale we bend the knees. Inhale, look forward, slowly jumping forward. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, look up, lengthen your spine. And exhale, find the full forward bend again. Inhale, look up, turn your hands out, slowly come up. Exhale, we move the hands in front of the heart. Alright, if you manage this one, just keep working on the slow jumping, keep working on rooting through the index finger and protecting your joints at all times. And then we're gonna go for the, not the last, but one more step here, and we're gonna try the floating here. Floating takes a lot of commitment and a lot of power, a lot of core strength. So finding a standing pose, be in the front of the mat, getting active, getting ready. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Keep in mind here, we look up 2/3 of the way. Inhale, look up, lengthen the spine. And now, press your hands as much as you can, and then you want to try to lift your legs away from here. So you want to press and allow the legs to float back. On the inhale, open up, upward facing dog. And the exhale, find the downward facing dog. Taking 5 breaths again here. Keep grounding through the hands, grounding through the feet, lifting through the hips in the inhalation, and relaxing in exhalation. Shoulders rolling away from the ears, knuckles of the index finger ground strongly. You should see all the knuckles becoming white here. Toes are relaxed, toes are spreading out. Last 2 breaths. On the next inhale, we gently rock forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, we'll look front and jump forward. You want to try to land with your feet between your hands. Lower your body all the way down on the exhale. Inhale, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, finding full forward bend. Inhale, look up, hands out, arms up. Exhaling, hands in front of the heart. Well done. This last one takes time, takes practice. It helps if you have long arms, helps if you have a strong core, helps if you have a good forward bend. You need commitment, flexibility. Don't worry if it doesn't happen so fast. It really takes time. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel.